I'm going to ask you about this almost solid support he has among Republicans in Congress. Is there in that support fear? Does the support come about because they're afraid that they'll get death threats?
I think they're terrified to step out of line and get a nasty Truth Social post on them. Yes.
And they're watching what happened to you.
Yes.
Behind the scenes, do they talk differently?
Yes.
How?
Oh, it would shock people.
Well, let's shock people.
Okay. I watched many of my colleagues go from making fun of him, making fun of how he talks, making fun of me constantly for supporting him, to when he won the primary in 2024, they all started, excuse my language, Lesley, kissing his ass and decided to put on a MAGA hat for the first time.
Now, talking about elements of the hateful media, President Trump has gone on the attack with a post targeting CNN anchor Caitlin Collins. The president wrote, "Caitlin Collins of fake news CNN, always stupid and nasty. Asked me why the new ballroom was costing more money than originally thought 1 year ago. I said because it's going to be double the size and the quality of finishes and interiors has been brought to the highest level." Josh, how do you see the the president's relationship with the media this time around? Is it more of the same, more of what we saw in the first term, or has there been a shift in that dynamic?
So first of all, let me just say something about Caitlin Collins, because Caitlin Collins is actually a unique individual in a certain way. Caitlin Collins is not just someone who is part of the left-wing chattering class, the left-wing homogenous groupthink echo chamber here in the United States. Caitlin Collins actually used to be on the right, at least purportedly. At least she came up, she was trained through right-of-center journalistic institutions. Specifically, she had a stint with the Daily Caller. I think she actually might have gotten her start at the Daily Caller, if memory serves. So she's something, traitor, I think would be slightly overstating the point. But I think that there's a certain type of journalist who goes from the nominal putative right to become part of the deeply anti-American, anti-Western civilization left. There's a certain part of that I know that I personally, that gets really under my skin. So I can only imagine, frankly, what Donald Trump, who's at the eye of the storm, is thinking when he sees someone like Caitlin Collins, who is really just, again, acting in like borderline traitorous fashion, frankly, over the course of her career there. But this is part of the whole contempt and mockery approach there. I mean, I do think that his approach towards the media more generally in the second term is even more adversarial, even more hostile. And there's a very good reason for that, which is that the media, since Donald Trump left the office in January 2021, since he came back 4 years later, I mean, they were deeply complicit in the attempts to incarcerate him, to bankrupt him, to throw him in jail, to ruin his life, essentially. Yeah, the media was complicit every single step of the way in the unprecedented, completely historically unmatched attempt to just destroy this man, to destroy this former, and now we know at that time, then future president of the United States there. So the media was complicit every step of the way. I think that you're frankly seeing the fallout of that now in the second term. We know from Isaac Newton, the 17th century physicist, that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. But we also know, read it from Donald Trump himself, that when someone punches at you, you punch back twice as hard. So, let's not call it Newton's law of physics. Let's call it Donald Trump's law of PR, which is what you're seeing play out here in the second term.